C8 Corvettes are hitting the dealerships, they're hitting the streets, and there are YouTubers already making plenty of content about them. I'm going to tell you who has what they're doing with them, and who to watch. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for all your automotive news, trends, everything you want to know about what's going on in the automotive world here on YouTube. Now, within the past week, dealerships have been getting the first wave of C8 Corvettes in. Now, make sure you drop a like on this video if you're a fan of C8 Corvettes. I know there's a lot of you that are. Now, the first two guys on YouTube to take delivery of the Corvettes, well, it's probably no surprise. TJHunt and Street Speed 717. These two had gotten the first two Corvettes that I am aware of on YouTube. Now, Street Speed got a black one. We all know why he takes a black car. Street Speed loves to wrap his cars, and he has the first wrapped C8 Corvette. The thing about his Corvette and why it's wrapped is he wanted a rapid blue C8. The problem with that is that Chevrolet is holding back the rapid blue color for a while. There's a few colors that they're releasing right out of the gate and a few they're holding back, and the rapid blue is one that they're not releasing yet. We're not sure when exactly that they're going to release that color. So what's the solution? Well, you take a Corvette and you wrap it rapid blue, which is exactly what he did. Now, he loves to use black cars to wrap, which makes sense because when you wrap a car, you still have the original color showing through in the door jambs. Now, if you have a black vehicle, the black door jambs match pretty much any color when you open the door. So he wrapped his car rapid blue. He's got the high wing one there. He's got the yellow calipers, the yellow seat belts. So he's making lots of content with this car. It's undeniably gorgeous. So one thing he had talked about possibly doing is working with LMR, which is late model racecraft, on possibly building a twin turbo kit from the car. Now, he's not committed to this project, but he had hinted around at it, so we'll see if he goes on with it and what happens there. But I also did mention TJHunt. He did also take delivery of his Corvette at the same time that Street Speed took delivery of his. Now, he went with that shadow gray, I think it's called, the color with the black accents, which looks really good. And as soon as he took delivery of his, he literally drove it from, I believe, the Hershey-Harrisburg area of Pennsylvania across country to California. So I'm pretty sure he's got the highest mileage C8 Corvette to date. Now, TJHunt went straight to MagnaFlow with his C8 and had them mock up a prototype exhaust system. Now, it was pretty interesting watching that video. If you haven't, again, definitely go check it out. I'm going to try to put all of these links down in the description below. Now, they had mocked up a system with a muffler, and he also talked about mocking up a system that was straight piped. So he technically has the first C8 Corvette with an exhaust system, which looks really good and frankly sounds really good. Definitely check that out. He is also working on his own wide body kit. The renderings in which he had made for the C8 Corvette wide body kit looks really good. It doesn't look gaudy. It doesn't look over the top like a lot of wide body kits do. This thing looks really, really good. So he's working on that. And he's also working with a company called Sheepy Race on building a twin turbo kit for his car. Now, honestly, he sounds like he's a little more committed to this project than Street Speed is with his. He talked to him about building roughly 700-ish horsepower in the Corvette. And in his video, he discussed what would need to be done about extracting heat, since it is going to build a lot more heat. Everyone knows twin turbos are notorious for that. And where they can put the intercoolers and the ducting and everything else. And it definitely sounds like something that he is moving forward with. So if you want a twin turbo C8, check him out. Now we're going to move on to the first C8 Corvette with nitrous and that broke. So that racing channel, I'm not sure if it's their car or someone that they're working with, but they have a red C8 Corvette that they dynoed with 100 shot of nitrous that put down 552 horsepower at the wheels. Now, stock, they're averaging about 440-ish to the tires. And with 100 shot nitrous, again, it put 552 to the tires. Now, the funny thing about this is you're going to need to learn a new car. So the guy took it to the track. He went to launch it. I feel like he's had either a traction issue or wasn't quite sure how the launch control worked yet, because he ran a 12.1, which just seems a little bit slow for the car. But he ran a 12.1 at 118. Then he sprayed it with 100 shot of nitrous, and well, he ran the same quarter-mile time. So he definitely spun a lot there. He admitted he spun. But in the process, he snapped an axle. So we have the first nitrous-fed C8 Corvette and the first one to break. So we found the weak point of the C8 Corvette already. It is broken an axle. Obviously, we know now that if you're going to put any kind of power adders to the car, make sure you upgrade your axles, because this guy unfortunately learned this the hard way. He had to get towed off the track, and well, I mean, at least it's just an axle and it's not the whole motor, right? I mean, it could be worse. So I'm looking forward to this guy replacing the axles. I don't think there's upgrades just yet. The car is far too new. So he's going to have to put the stockers back in there and hope they hold up. Or maybe he's just going to hold off on spraying the car for a little bit longer. But long story short, I know I've been rambling about it. The weak point of the car, obviously, the axles. Now, Stradman is also taking delivery of his C8 Corvette in Arctic White with the black accents. And since he likes to wrap his cars as well, I feel like there's probably going to be a purple C8 on the streets of Utah sometime soon. Now, he hasn't really disclosed too many big plans with it as of yet. He did just take delivery of it, so we're going to keep an eye on his channel and what is going on with his C8. He always puts up very entertaining content. Now, another YouTuber, Staing Mood. This guy has a 2020 GT500. And I know, he's got a GT500. Why am I talking about him when I'm talking mostly about C8 Corvettes? Well, he ran into a C8 Corvette at the track. He races his car a lot, and he ran across a guy and talked to him for a little bit. Actually raced him with his GT500. But this gentleman, first time ever down the track with his C8 Corvette, went 11.5 at 120 miles an hour. That is pretty quick. I mean, no doubt about it. So if the car is rated at 495 horsepower, let's just round it up to 500, 11.5 at 120. That's pretty good first time ever out. So, I mean, he learns the car a little bit more. He gets a little used to it. He figures out all the quirks on how to launch it. Low 11s. I don't see any reason this thing shouldn't run low 11s. So as you see, there's a lot of C8 Corvette content out already. You just have to pick your poison on which one you want to go watch, or just watch them all, because trust me, every one of these guys are very dedicated into building the C8, being the first of doing anything with it. And it's been interesting. I've watched TJHunt. I've been watching Street Speed 717, and I've watched a couple videos on that racing channel on that Corvette, and it's been very entertaining. Again, TJHunt has went cross country. That's been a very cool blogs to watch. There's going to be a lot to come. I feel like it's going to get really interesting and really crazy really quick. That's all I've got for the C8 Corvette right now. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you're a fan. I know you are. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll catch you next time.